Greetings from beyond the screen. I'm back and as loose as a prostitute looking for their next fix. Today I'd like to talk about the Gummy Surprise, which, if you're aware, is one of Venom's latest skins in Marvel Rivals, and there tends to be quite a reaction around it. Now, to give context to Venom within Marvel Rivals, I need to talk about the fact that Venom, insofar, has been turned into the meme child of Marvel Rivals. Earlier this year, he earned an emote where he twerks. In addition to that, he got an emoji that references the actually meme. Now, with all of this established, we also need to look at the fact that he received two recolors of his default skin, Hyper Orange and Pink Bubble. Hyper Orange effectively makes him look like a Fanta, and Pink Bubble, if you use the actual emote in-game, he'll blow a bubble of gum, and it'll explode and it'll turn pink. Insofar, it's been established that Venom is the meme child for Marvel Rivals. Now, with the anniversary event that's happened, I think about 5 characters have earned new skins, but in actual fact, 4 have anniversary-themed skins. Invisible Woman, Luna Snow, Psylocke, and Venom. Each of them are all themed around candy. You look at Venom, it fits with the theme. The problem that a lot of people have is the fact that he's wearing a tutu and he is gyrating his hips in a way that has him shaking his ass as if he were a typical black woman. The issue that I have with this kind of reaction is, more often than not, the people that are taking issue fail to contextualize what Venom has become within Marvel Rivals. You have, for example, George Torch Games go in and say, and Marvel Rivals gets woke, trans Venom, beyond parody at this point. Now, NetEase is a Chinese company. If I ever in my life manage to see a Chinese company go all out woke, I think I might have a heart attack from the shock. These people go so far to censor anything alphabet adjacent that the claim by George Torch wouldn't be able to make it in. Never, never, never would it be reality. And then he goes on to further add, no, Venom is not allowed to wear a skirt and twerking like a dude in a pride parade. I've never been to Pride, so I need to ask why George Torch Games knows how exactly a dude would look twerking at Pride Parade. Is he doing something that he isn't telling us? It's dumb, lame, gay, and a total disrespect of the character. My question in response to this would be, which male character would this be respectful towards? Which male character would he have had no issue with them being basically displayed as Venom was? Would he take no issue with it? None. Yet had it been a female character, it would be completely fine. At the end of the day, it's simply a game. If you're going to take it this seriously and you don't have any evidence to back up your assertions, then you know better than the woke that cried about games being racist, sexist, etc. You're about as loony as they are, and unfortunately, there's not enough space in the asylum, so you might as well get thrown into the trenches. And let's hope you're alive when you get there. Moving on, we then have to look at Smash JT, who goes, what the fuck? And this just is meant to illustrate the fact that when I talk about particular individuals in regards to this conversation, the problem that comes about is simply this, that due to the fact they are unaware of the context that surrounds Venom right now in Marvel Rivals, about him being turned into a meme child for Marvel Rivals, they are automatically going to assume that there's a particular problem with all of this, when there isn't. It's simply just a joke skin. You don't need to buy it. You don't need to use it. And that's the actual interesting thing. This skin is a paid-for skin. Anyone that's going to use it needs to pay for it. I don't own it. I might end up owning it, and I don't even play Venom that much. I have Loki's swimsuit, the Punisher swimsuit, Thor's swimsuit. I have all of them, I think, except Johnny Storm and Mantis. And let's not even talk about the mods I use. And the cherry on this cake comes from Kirsha. Now, I'm not her biggest fan. I tend to not be the fan of any woman, in all honesty. Yet, even with Kersha, who makes all sorts of joke content about herself and treats herself as this based female that no one can ever top because she's just one of a kind, she even took issue with this, which is unsurprising. She has an issue with MAGTOW and a lot of other things, especially if you talk about the Jews. Don't do that. She'll run for the hills because the Jews need to be respected, even though they're responsible for 99.9% of the problems in the Western world and elsewhere. Getting back on topic, she says, what the hell is even that? Once again, lack of context. And as much as I love Crumble, he's another VTuber, do be sure to check him out. Even I have to mention him at this point. And he, in response to Gersha's original tweet, says, this is giving me She-Hulk twerk vibes and I don't like it. Now here's the thing. If you don't like it, that's completely fine. Comparing it to something like She-Hulk is disingenuous. If you're unaware of the context regarding the entire creation of the skin, why Venom is being treated the way he is, then you can't make any kind of claim that says, oh, they've made Venom trans, oh, they're appealing to the trans audience, or oh, it's giving me She-Hulk vibes. If that was the case, then please provide me with the evidence to substantiate that claim. Let me know if Guan Guan openly admitted to this. At the end of the day, it's a simple skin. It's a joke skin at that. You need to purchase it in order to see it. Unless you're playing with the Venom and that player owns it and uses it, then it's not a problem. It's just there. No one's forcing you to get it. Every single skin, except for a few that are made free, require you to put in a financial investment in order to get the skin. If you don't pay it, you don't see it, you don't use it. And the mere existence of it being a problem just shows that unfortunately a lot of people on our side happen to be just as obnoxious as the woke people that we fight against. Thank you for stopping by, and remember, I'm always a spell away.